Greetings and welcome to Side Quest Monday. You might have been expecting Magog or Morscar. You're probably disappointed. Aww. I'm of course Arcturus the Black Compass, one of the more recent editions, not the most recent of course, that would of course go to Pentagast here. And I was just introducing you, Pentagast. Riveting. We also have the vamp from the magic. Look, it's not Sarthos, so I barely care, but they can probably introduce themselves. Yeah, where are you from again? I just did. You know, you're absolutely right. It doesn't. The only place that matters is Sarthos. You know, you really got me. I'm a bit silly sometimes. Welcome, Mondays. Oh, son of a...
Your fault. Your fault. Tisk, tisk. Naughty. Maybe even that.
Look, it's fixed. Look. God gave me a few post-it notes on how this all supposed to work with the runes he gave me and, you know, their world's technology. Really excited to learn more about that, by the way. It's fixed. It was just a small oversight. That's never going to happen again.
I think that it's going to happen again. I do.
I have a weird visions in my head.
Yeah.
That Arcturuses of past have been reoccurring fuck-ups. I'm getting flashes. Because he was wearing some diapers, actually, in the past. I don't know why I keep getting diaper visions in my head. Maybe it's a weird kink thing you're into. Maybe that's where I'm getting these visions from.
Weird kink thing... Visions, weird kink things you're getting in your head are mine, somehow.
I'm just saying, like, I'm getting flashbacks from, like... He said that he did some weird, like, time loop where he killed off our past. So, like, I'm just saying, it seems kind of fishy that I keep getting...
You really bought that?
Do I have a reason to not believe that?
He's a necromancer, not some sort of weird, timey-wimey travel wizard man.
Yeah, time moves forward. It doesn't ever go backward or, you know, loop around in different directions. I mean...
But can it expand like a spider web? Where it goes in multiple different paths, like different ways you go?
He's a bulking mad necromancer, right not... What do you even call something like that? A time... Noble. Time noble.
Yeah, he's a time noble. Yes.
In any case.
Yeah, I don't really think... Yeah, I don't think there's a good, better term than noble. Let's just go with that.
But didn't he, like,
he's just screwing
fuck it up? Isn't that how it happened? He, like, fucked up the time loop or something?
Sure,
maybe he zigged when he should have zagged. You
know, I'm sorry, I guess we should play along. Yes, that's it, Alistair. You've got it. Saw right through our guys. Magog's a lord of time.
Pentagast, what's your beard hair care routine?
Well, try not to get it, you know, I just try to avoid dirt, you know, getting food in it, you know, I try not to get any drink in it either, but that does happen from time to time. There's really no, set regimen of oils or special herbs or any incantations to make this happen. It just happens.
Have you ever tried bathing in baby's blood?
Does that help?
I mean, it helps all the other vampires I know who grow
Do
beards.
they have? Oh, they do. Okay, so it does help with their beards.
Well, they don't really have like long beards because they're
Right.
like super pretty guys, but like
I do have a few gray hairs in here somewhere, I'm sure. I just don't know if they'll show. But that, I mean, it works. I mean, I don't dye it or anything, but if blood might help. I don't know. Seems like it'd be awfully fussy to wash off, though. Bathing in blood. I mean,
I can
just
tell
gotta
you
get
from
rid of
personal
it before
experience,
coagulating.
washing blood out of a beard it's a bitch. It really is. Mind you, there's some additives you can use that make it a lot easier. Certain oils can really help keep it, well, from coagulating, as Alistair was jumping towards.
didn't you have a bit of an? I recall you having a bit of a waxing curl problem the last time I think I saw you on the crystal.
No, news I can tell
That's
this
still a
is
problem?
well, it never seems to.
Have you
quite
fixed
fit.
it?
Did he have flaccid little curls? Did he have a flaccid mustache?
Half of his mustache was limp. It was having performance issues. It was shy. That's clearly what it was.
Wait,
First
hold
time
on.
it was on there. First time he had a woman look at it. Okay, so it was just nervous.
Look, they were going their own way, but my mustache was as turgid as ever. And I think it's actually really behaving this time round, across the board.
Seems to be, from what I can tell. I mean, I don't have anything. I don't know.
And look, it's not like it's competitive sports. Performance enhancements of my facial hair are perfectly legal, and I'll kill anyone who says otherwise.
Are there performance enhancements? I mean, what sport involves mustaches?
A certain ride, if you will.
Is that a sport?
I mean,
It can be called
are there
sport.
judges? I mean, I've seen the Olympics from the Earth realm. I mean, they hold up signs, and the French judge always is like, "I'm not giving a score," but I don't think the French people like anything. That's what I've come to that conclusion, that French don't like anything other than, I think, cheese. Is it cheese? Maybe it's wine.
from what I
Can't
can
remember.
tell, people from Jersey, those are all demons. That's where all the demons reside, is in Jersey. You would have the
Oh.
Jersey Devil, which is like the top demon lord, from what I can tell.
Right.
I didn't think they
I haven't
had
seen
actual
anything.
demons. I was kind of counting on that. They supposed to didn't have magic either. Or gods. Although apparently they enjoy pretending gods exist for some reason. I mean, have they really not... We're going to show them what it's like to have gods, and I think they're going to reconsider this habit.
Right. I don't
I
know
mean,
which
it's a
god to
colossal-
introduce them to, though.
Look, take your pick. It's going to be really fun for some of them, and a complete pain in the ass for absolutely everyone else, especially the one that probably involves a deep pain in the ass.
Who would you take out on a date? Which one of our gods would you be like, here, let me introduce you to Mom. This is who I'm... It could be a guy, too. Who do you think would be, like, the most, like, mom-appropriate one to take out?
I don't think my family would be very okay with meeting gods. Mostly because, well, honestly, I don't really want to do that, because it's more that I'll be like, "Oh, hi, Mom. Here's my date, Una or Dina," and they'll probably be more interested in talking to them and convincing them to slay me or curse me than they would actually be of dealing with me in general. My family, they hate me. Okay, they hate me.
You have mommy and daddy issues? Pinting ass?
I have entire family issues. They don't like me.
What did you do?
Well, they had to spend a lot of money and a lot of a lot of people died, and some dragons may have roamed the countryside, burning villages, some smaller cities, a few monasteries. Yeah, just the costs, it put a big stain on the Pentagast name. And so, yeah, I kind of ran away. I don't want to go into it any more than that. It was a bad time. It was a bad time.
Big shit stain on the Pentagast stain.
Yes, I'm not
Like
really
a big skid
welcome.
mark.
Yeah, I'm really not welcome in Castle Pentagar anymore.
Are you the skid mark of your family?
I guess you could put it that way. More of a I'm going to stab you repeatedly if I see you again, ever. Is that I don't really see how that's a skid mark, but it's more of a stab wound, isn't it? It's not really a skid
Yeah, but it
mark.
sounds funnier if you call yourself a skid mark. But come on, like, it sounds funnier when you say Pentagast, a skid mark.
Yeah, I don't think I like that. It seems a bit crass, just in general.
Crass.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Are you above
Just
that?
Yeah, maybe a bit. I really don't want to associate myself with like brown altogether in general. I mean, I'm already brown enough. I have the brown
You're
hat.
pretty.
Yeah,
Your aesthetic is pretty brown, I will say.
It is
Brown,
it is.
green.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, it's better than being blue. I could be blue. I don't want to be blue. I know that. Yeah, I don't. No. Wow. That's horrible. No matter where anyone goes. Anyway.
If you were blue, you would die.
Yes, I would. I would not like being blue. I mean, drinking blue things is close enough. That's as far as I'm willing to go.
Well, this is getting surreal.
Surreal? Yeah. Please. I have no idea. I just I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those things where it feels like I'm being watched, and there's people that they're out there, and they're just like staring intently, staring right at me, like, do something. And they're like, they have knives and they're trying to poke me, and I'm worried that they're actually going to make me bleed. Mind knives are a thing, okay?
You feel pressure to perform or talk about stuff?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes I get nervous, and then I start to ramble, and then I start to connect things that probably aren't really there, but it just, and then other times I just fall flat and I just sit there like, and I have nothing.
So, why did you choose brown as your aesthetic? Obviously, I chose purple. Ark chose black.
I'm wearing green. Well, I think it looks green, doesn't it?
It's fairly green.
Is this green to people?
Well, the hat is brown. I mean, that's hardly all of them. Well, I suppose the hat and the beard is brown, and that is 90% of what we're seeing right now, but it's not quite an entire aesthetic choice, is it?
No. I mean, this shirt was given to me, and it's not exactly the right size. But
have you ever considered dyeing your beard green?
No. Why would I want a green beard? Maybe a pink beard, but not a green one.
Well, in any case, this has been great fun, but I want to address two things from the chat, namely super chats. Although, by all means, can address the chat doing whatever. Anyway, I understand that Pfizer, is that what the name was? They were in there briefly. Hello. I think we've spoken before. And I don't have access to certain records. I thought I did. You know, sometimes I do feel I've been quite set up to
You
fail.
can't see your chats?
Well, as it turns
Would you
out,
like
it would
me-
seem no. No, I'm not actually able to see that. I have to scroll back up to get those. But that's fine. I can do that. I'm capable. Our first super chat came from Technocrat Crypto, who didn't say anything at all, but just threw 5 signals at us before we even really started, I assume, because they knew I had this. Thank you, Technocrat Crypto. Thank you. I get so little support around here, you have no idea. It's a constant struggle. Next up, a message from Hobo World Eater, who threw almost 5 signals at us to say, "Oh, but you are being watched."
Wait. No. Okay.
At least 10 of them are people, from what I can tell.
Oh,
At
I stand
least 10.
corrected. There is no actual Pfizer. Because one of us.
So Fiza living in your head right now?
Look, it's been
You
a tough
schizophrenic?
week. You get recruited by a necromancer, try to wave it into your whole conquering the world plots for yourself, and suddenly find yourself immortal. It takes some adjustment to get to.
I
Obviously,
really
some
hate the
things
way
are
you say
confused.
necromancer. I really just do. I don't know if that's ever been pointed out before. I just really hate the way you say necromancer.
Should I go for necromancer?
Necro? Necromancer.
Necromancer, yes, like necrotic, or necrotizing fasciitis.
You didn't say
That's
it
a
like
fun
that.
earth disease. I want to import it.
You said necro, like you were gonna say something else. That's arguably offensive.
If this is all I have to do to drive you nuts, we're going to have great fun. Oh, the future is
necro?
bright.
Necro. It's necro. Necro.
Well, in these first few, I think they're called episodes. I don't really know
Yes,
what
with
the
a hard
terms are for.
C, not a hard G.
I keep thinking of knee crows. And,
Crows
like-
with knees.
No, like knees with crows sticking out of them. And they just caw constantly. Caw, caw. It's like, will you,
You know-
shut up?
If you squint,
You know.
doesn't Poe look a little bit like a knee?
A knee? Poe?
Now that you mention it,
A
I think
knee.
Poe is a bit knee-like. I can just kneecap that talks. A kneecap with a beak.
Nah. More. I always thought more of an ankle myself.
If you had to live, would you rather live with okay, so they'd be constantly hawking at you, right? Would you rather have crows in your knees or crows in your armpits every day crowing at you?
Which one's easier to cut off?
You can't cut them off. You have to live with them.
I reject your parameters and substitute my own. No,
Yeah,
that neither.
Can my choice be a fiery death?
But if you had them on your knees and they'd just be like cawing every time you take a walk because it'd be in like crushing pain. But if you had them on your armpits, then you could just hold your armpits down and just hear because they'd be like
Oh, so it'd be
crushing
more
your
muffled.
armpits. Yeah, it'd be more muffled.
Yeah. But if you
I
have
suppose
birds
this
on your
is the
knees,
one, you know, given your chatter on Friday, I suppose you would actually need them there because if they were on your knees, you couldn't put on the knee pads.
think about it though. If you had crows for knees, it might make you lighter on your feet. You might be able to fly. I don't.
But they wouldn't have wings. It'd just be the crow face.
Oh, it's just the crows.
You just
Oh,
keep
it's just the
changing
crow
the
head.
terms every time.
Oh, okay. So you have crows in your knees. It's just the face crowing at you.
Right.
But would
You
you
have to
rather
feed
deal
it.
with it on your pits or on your knees?
Knees.
You couldn't wear pants.
Yeah, but
Shorts.
You'd
yeah.
have to wear not tight shorts at all, I guess, for the rest of your life, especially during the winter. It gets kind of sucky here in the winter.
That's true, but I'd rather have them on my knees. At least they're someone potentially I could get someone to kick them and break them, possibly. Maybe they'd die or at least knock them out. I don't really want to get hit in the torso. That hurts.
No, it's a part of your skin and your bones now. It's just like the annoying ass fucking crow on your knees and armpits.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with it in the knee.
Okay.
Knee pain's not nearly as bad as underarm pain. Have you ever been hit? That hurts.
This is being viewed as some sort of curse you put on someone, but it's increasingly sounded like some sort of folk scary story. Did you ever hear the one about Crony? They say, if you listen quietly on a dark night in the forest, you can hear him sucking up to someone.
Why did I not think of that sooner?
Okay, never mind. We're moving on. Say, have you all considered slime?
No.
Well,
What about it?
This is more for Pentagast, but you're allowed to listen to Asteria, as the men talk and whatnot.
What about slimes? I've had some dealings. I've had some encounters with slime before. Why do you ask? Well, that's different. That's different. This is the kind that, it's a plague. It's not good.
I have a feeling you might be even familiar with the slimes I'm about to discuss. See, I would like to talk to you about vile slimes, which, if you didn't know, is short for violator. Violator slimes. They're a somewhat rarely mentioned creature of Voth, normally found in sewers, but not exclusively. You see, what makes them pretty vile is not that they're lethal. They're not. They're not even dangerous. But they are what they're called. What's the word for it? I think the Earthrealm has one. We can't say the short term for it because apparently the algorithm hates it. Posterior excrement eater, coprophiliacs. There we go, coprophiliacs.
How sticky are they?
I think they can control that. I'm not really sure, but suffice to
Can
say,
you,
what makes
are they sticky? How long would they? If you touched one of them, how long would they stay on your finger before it came off? How sticky are they?
I haven't demonstrated that person with my finger, but according to
You need to
experiments
send
with
out
a stick, I think they can go for quite several inches.
You don't want to touch them.
No, it's really not the best idea.
They tend to eat whatever they touch.
Well, hold on. Slimes normally, yes, but
you don't see me bragging about it.
vile slimes do not
Get it because I'm a vampire.
Well, yeah, but this is different. It's odd.
You have to be careful with vile slimes because if, say, they start crawling on you, you better cut them quickly, because not only do they eat poop, they will go straight to the source.
Okay, so they're crap eaters, but they also eat people.
No, they don't eat people, but they'll eat inside of them.
Wait, so they'll go up your butthole and eat the turds that are inside your butthole.
Yes, I understand they'll actually set up camp. They're notoriously hard to remove, but this is why I was going to talk to Pendergast about this, because there's a business opportunity here,
Yeah, I don't really... Look, it was more of a...
Just it would help with a really clogged
kind of
toilet.
thing. Like you think it's a slime, right? Or potentially a slug, something like that. Some people they thought they were slugs. Salt isn't good enough, I mean, a slug salt will work. These are nasty. You have to actually find fire salts. That's not an easy thing to get hold of in some areas. It was a difficult thing to actually get hold of enough to drive them out and to drive them away from where they were infesting. It wasn't pretty, and the other town died because they went there.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the outbreak of flesh slugs from Valmora. You were the only active merchant during that time, weren't you? That was actually quite impressive, I must admit.
Yeah, it was. I thought well, that's the thing. I didn't realize that I needed the fire salts. That was a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. I had to trade a lot more away. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of Signas on that. It was overall a loss. People were like, "Oh, thank you for saving our town," and then other people were like, "We're never, we never want you to come around again. You've destroyed this. You've destroyed this small village of. It wasn't that big a village. It was only like what, 400 and some people. It wasn't that many lives lost, but
that's terribly ungrateful. Look, I'm sorry to hear about you made a loss. That's really terrible business acumen, so I rescind everything I said nice about you just before that. But strictly speaking, they should be thrilled. I mean, it was you selling to that one group of plucky heroes that provide both fire salts and I believe a certain array of health potions that allowed them to kill the flesh slug hive mother and drive them back into Valmora.
Lucky.
Yes. Yeah.
You bastard.
They took my idea and ran with it. I should have got the rights to fire salts, across the entire kingdom. I didn't.
Okay, look, I was about to call you Magog. What? How are these heroes plucky? Like chickens?
Yes,
Maybe plucky?
exactly.
Did one of them have necros?
It
could
plucky
be
chickens with how? So you got a bunch of chickens with howling crows on their knees. They're backwards knees because they're chickens. They come and fight these slimes.
Yeah,
Salt.
I'm just trying to think how they're plucky. The only thing I could think of is birds. Maybe it's necros.
Well, to get back to
You got a bunch
topic,
of screaming necros that come by with salt. I really hope YouTube has automated as necros and knees on your...
cronies.
Why are we on this?
I saved you this in advance. You just forgot already. Cronies.
I forget a lot of things. I understand that things have been changed and that like so one of us has messed with time and things have gone all awry or they've gone right.
Wait a second.
But I still can't remember things. That doesn't change. One thing is constant in this world, and it is I don't remember things well.
Do you ever wake up feeling funny?
Yes. Why? What do you know?
I have a feeling that again, the flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks of you arguing with your hat all the time, and you constantly complaining about you feeling bad, but you can't explain why.
Wait. What are you talking about with my hat?
Alistair, you have the weirdest fetishes. First, man diapers, and now what? Sentient hats?
How's that a fetish?
I don't know. It keeps on popping up in your head.
Men are just so obsessed with trying to fuck everything. You see a hat, you see something with a hole, and you're like, man, how can I make this sexual? Anyway, what I was saying was, it seemed like you were arguing with your hat a lot, and you constantly complained about injuries you would wake up to. That's about the most of my flashbacks that I'm getting.
No.
Pendergast, you are hereby expressly and thoroughly forbidden, with the full authority Magog has invested in me, forbidden from having any manner of sexual intimacy with your hat.
Why would I do such a thing?
I don't know why either, but Alistair says you're going to pork your hat, and that is right out.
I did not say that! You're the one who's putting sexual thoughts in this fucking conversation.
Look, it's not... I don't know. It's a stylish hat, but is it... is it really a 10? I don't think it is. Look at it.
Look, Pendergast, I know you're a lonely guy. You just feel the hat. Like, man, this hat's really smooth tonight.
Well, yeah, but it's not.
It's just so smooth all over
Stop
my
it.
skin.
Stop, Pendergast.
Where else would
Stop thinking naughty thoughts about your hat. It is disgusting. I had no idea Alistair was going to call something, but now...
You
I'm
spit on
disappointed,
it, or
Pendergast.
do you get some help, Pendergast? Here's one of your potions.
I have no idea what are you trying to imply here? It's very, very distracting. It's confusing.
Maybe that's what my vision was. Maybe your hat's your ex-lover And the reason that you would always wake up with injuries is because it beat you for raping it every night. Maybe that's what actually happened in our past
I
selves.
remember something about my hat. It left once. I couldn't find it for a couple of days. Something about Arcturus being very mad at me. That's all I remember. It's very vague.
That was just yesterday. Arcturus is just mad at everybody all the time.
Well, yes,
Well,
but that's unrelated
well.
to this. What?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just know that there's not really been there's nothing going on with my hat. It's just I like wearing hats. I don't have more hats, or I'd wear them too. I just have this one. There aren't any others.
I have some bad news, Alistair.
What?
Asspire is taking off.
For what?
Oh, well, you wanted a portmanteau of assassin and vampire, as we recall, and I was right there to coin one for you. That's right, everyone. Dare to Asspire.
I mean, okay. Sure. I coined
Look.
the phrase Asspire.
No, I coined. You can't take this from me. They know who said it first. But you know, if you
But
want
it
to
was
put
about
forth
me,
Vampassin
though. Come
instead,
on.
I suppose you could go. You say Vampassin, see if it does better.
Vampassin? Vampassin?
Personally, I think Asspire is much funnier. But either way, you've got an ass.
I don't suck for masses, though. I don't suck ass.
That did not sound convincing at all, especially the first time you said that. Are you sure?
Pretty
I
sure.
The vampire. I mean, I could be wrong, but don't vampires usually go for areas that bleed a lot?
Well-
I don't think that
Well,
the
that's
ass
true.
really
Technically,
bleeds
everything
that
bleeds.
much. But yes, but there are areas that bleed far more efficiently, I would think, than that. Right? Or am I missing something? I'm probably missing something. Anyway, dare to aspire. Is that like a reach for the stars kind of thing? Like some sort of a inspirational quote? Is that what you're going for? Dare to aspire?
I'm just presenting a helpful catchphrase for Alistair because I am, of course, a helpful guildmate. Why, I live to encourage my peers to reach for new lows.
Really?
Speaking of new lows, the business plan. You got me distracted, Pendergast.
Old Fanny Fangs.
Well, if you'd rather.
Fanny Fangs.
I shouldn't laugh at that. Sorry.
Fanny. You can thank Mr. Unicorn Wallace for that.
Well, it's good.
I'd like to ask if we have any Streamlabs by chance, Anastasia. I mean, well, I want to get back to Pendergast and stress the business plan for vile slimes. Right now, they're just considered a vile, disgusting, terrible thing. But you know, surely, there are plenty of young, noble women especially, who want to keep a slim, trim figure. In which case, I think we might be able to sell it to them. Mind you, first we need to find a way of driving them back out, because as I'm saying, that's really hard. I mean, have you ever tried to hold a slime still when it doesn't want to be there? It's really hard. Try picturing the same thing, but with your hands shoved up someone's ass. It's just not going to happen.
Wait. You're trying to market them as some sort of a way to lose weight?
Why, yes. In fact, they've got something similar in the Earth realm. Apparently they're called tapeworms. This has been mentioned by someone in the chat. But I think the tapeworm, worms up the butt, ew. Slime up the butt, well, that's basically natural.
But they cause madness.
No,
Like-
you're thinking flesh slugs, Pentagast. We're talking vile slimes. Flesh slugs cause, madness, body horror, hyper-violence.
deal with-
Hyper-violence.
I don't deal with the really gummy things. I don't know how to explain them. Gooey, gummy things, I tend to stay away from those in general. It's just not... They're so messy.
So I'm on my own?
And the sound they make when you step on them is just... Ugh. Just ugh. Gross. No thank you.
Oh, Fanny Fang, they say.
That's a new one.
Fanny Fangs. It sounds like I'm like an old lady vampire. Oh, Fanny Fangs over there. And she's snitching. But it wouldn't matter because like we all can live as long as we want.
So
Don't really
basically
age
they're right. You are an old
undead.
vampire.
Is that possible? Could you be a vampire for so long that you lose your teeth and you have to get like fake ones or something?
Don't.
No,
I don't think that's how that works.
If you don't have fangs anymore, would you have to use a knife to draw blood then?
Then that's just stabbing. That's just stabbing an enemy. That's something anyone can do.
Well, but like if a vampire is so old that they don't have fangs and teeth anymore, you have to draw blood somehow. I mean, what are you going to do? Gum them at that point? I
don't think we lose our teeth. I've never heard of a vampire losing our teeth.
Well, I've never heard of a vampire living old so long as it could lose its teeth. But is it possible? These are the questions. These are the things I wonder.
This is a Magog question.
I assure you, Pentagast, it truly is possible. It's a bit trickier. You can't just let time pass. You have to take a more proactive approach to it, but it's definitely possible.
Like making them age quicker or something? I don't know. Why would anyone want to get older faster? Why would you want to do that?
No,
I don't know. When you tell a child that.
Are you telling me to grow up? Wait.
Yeah.
Do I need to grow? Wait, I'm lost. I'm lost. Am I thought I was an adult. Am I not an adult? What age are you considered a man, a mature man? Are you whatever? Like what age is that considered? I don't know. When you can wield a sword, when you can speak clearly or not.
When you can pee and not miss the toilet.
Right. Maybe that's it. When you can write your name
with your pee.
Is that? Yeah. That's how you. Is that how you get named? Is that like a coming of age kind of thing? Now you're a man, you can pee your own name. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it's kind of a weird ritual, but I suppose. I don't know. What?
Like you've never tried it before, Arcturus.
Look,
Actually,
all I'm sure is that I'm an
actually.
adult. I'm not convinced about the rest of you, which I would say means that perhaps time has nothing to do with it whatsoever. And besides, there's separate contexts. I mean, when is a vampire truly an adult? I'm pretty sure you would call it 100-year-old a bit of a pup. And elves, they're long-lived as well. When you see one that's fully adult, doesn't mean you can proposition them. They could be a child by elven standards. It's one more reason elves are the worst.
Are elves the worst? I don't know if elves are the worst. I'm trying to think what is the worst.
It's elves. You don't really have to go any farther than that.
Fine. If you insist it's elves,
I mean, vampires
I'll
suck,
agree.
but elves are truly the worst.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Alistair, were there any Streamlabs by chance?
Still no.
Oh.
Okay.
Well.
No, Black Plagues has become a Side Quest member. or a side quester, thank you.
Indeed, welcome to Side Questing, Black Pigs. Yeah, I'm sorry, we can't really do the mature warning stuff anymore. In fact, we've been warned not to use a number of words. For instance, one of the catchphrases of the show used to be, but you can't say that anymore, so surprise penile anal contact. But that just doesn't roll nearly as well. And quite frankly, I'm not sure that's right, because isn't anal a forward? Okay, I could have just gotten us demonetized. That's what it's called, right?
I have.
Well, too late.
Oh,
It's one of those. Yeah.
I put something in the Streamlabs that did not show up. Oh, you know what I'm looking at? Oh no.
The wrong one?
Do we still have the shared access to it? Oh no. Oh. It better not link to. Let me see. Who does it link to?
I believe I understand what the problem is here now. I didn't understand that you didn't understand that you didn't actually have access to the right one. I, of course, blame me. I mean, how could we possibly hold you accountable?
I mean, I had access to the other Side Quest Streamlabs. I don't know if this one is.
Maybe it's not then. Gan donated 10 signals to the correct channel with the following message: pound Asspire to Asspire. Or hashtag Asspire, I don't know. It's supposed to be hashtag me too, but it's actually pound me too in that context. That was a weird thing for them to do, wasn't it? Pound me too to complain about sexual assault? Kinda sends a different message. Look, any case, what's our grow? Then donated 5 signals the following message. So, time was messed with. Looks the evanescent book for the negative impact of time. Looks like you are so insignificant and there's no change in the timeline. LOL. Well, there's a tiny change. Poe kills less.
Wait, was that an attack for Poe? I don't think we do that anymore.
No,
and he's not even here.
It was apparently just straight up support, but that doesn't feel right either. For lack of knowing better, we're going to say support. Thank you, Gan. Thank you, Waterlot, for your kind support. It helps keep us motivated and in the game. Notably, while there are no attacks, no fancy insults you can have us do to each other, you can, of course, kill the ones of us you don't like for 2 minutes. So you can, spend time with one you either like or hate least, with the other ones quiet. That can be done for each of us once per show.
Oh, hold on. I think he might have given me the right Streamlabs this time. Let me see if this works. Oh. Well, nope. I still can't get access to it.
Well, these things can be sorted out in time. This is a very new thing. I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Actually, haven't you been here longer than... I don't remember. Look, it's not important, because what is important is we got one more 10-signer contribution to our efforts to take over their world from Scruffy Knight. And Scruffy Knight would like you to know that vile slimes sound like the solution to chronic constipation. And he's right, we can sell to the elderly homes. Also, it'll help clear out the elderly homes in time. So everyone wins.
I mean, if you ever just maybe you have like too many dogs and they shit all over your yard. Need something to take care of that. You could just start picking up, you just get a slime. They just come crawling by your yard and eat it all up.
You're not necessarily wrong. This is why they're only found in sewers. They've been a real pain in my ass. Advanced shitting system, Sarthos's premier waste management system, my doing. But when it comes just to your lawn, would you really rather have the dog turds just lying there on the grass, or would you rather have a gelatinous dog turd looking thing that might crop your pants leg and go cramming itself right up your ass. Sorry, posterior. We have to use the not naughty words.
So whether I rather have dog shit or would I have a slime break me in the ass trying to eat my shit?
Pretty much, yes. I think this could backfire as a marketing method. I mean, strictly speaking, we want to get these people who are okay with the slime sliding right up in there. Otherwise, they're likely to raise some complaint, I imagine.
We have like a super chat. Just say that. I don't.
Okay.
This seems like a horrible product idea. Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, with the right marketing, we can get through a lot of really stupid and vain noodles. But never mind. Memes of destruction threw 5 signals at us with the following message. I don't know what's going on, but someone do something to Ark. Love, love, peace, heart, emoji.
What was
Do we
that?
have-
Well, there you go. Pentagast just made me sad.
I don't understand what that was. Peace, love emoji.
Well, it's just, I'm kind of like on the, like, do we have to do something to Ark?
You already did. You've saddened me. You've really let me down. I am deeply disappointed at this point, Pentagast. I have no words to fully explain just how much you have let me down. I was counting on you to be another upstanding, quality, competent member of pure humanity, not tainted by dark magics or vampiric bloodlines or being an elf or fae, anything like that. And you. I'm gonna put all my hopes on the pirate now.
I'm
sorry, eating some fresh Friar Boy blood has made me kind of gassy.
Does that happen a lot? I mean, does it depend on who you eat?
Sometimes. I mean, some people have, like, their diets are worse. Or maybe I just am hungry, I don't know. I'll just drink more than usual, but...
Can you eat too fast? Or drink too fast? I mean, is that a thing?
Yeah, we can. It's
Okay.
just, whenever it's just like, you drink and you drink, and you still have to take a breath of air every once in a while, right? So sometimes you end up being lightheaded.
Right.
And sometimes, like, the screams of everybody gets, like, just, like, it's so annoying. Like, it's, like, imagine you're waking up and it's your morning coffee and somebody's just fucking screaming bloody murder as you're trying to get your morning coffee in the morning. Except it would be our night coffee, obviously. It'd be really annoying. Kill your vibe.
Speaking of killing, one, we've killed someone in chat. I didn't know we could do that, but it's really made my day. 2, Constance Baker has just thrown 25 signals at us with the following message. Pentagast, tell us something interesting. Which is a clear indication that the rest of us will have to die and Pentagast will be on the spot for 2 minutes at the bidding of Constance Baker. So, enjoy.
This is going to tell us something interesting. This is going to go well. I'm sure of that. Something interesting. Think of something interesting, and then my brain goes blank. The interesting thing about maybe I could talk about that. My brain goes blank in the most horribly inopportune moments, like now. It just kind of, it just runs away. It runs and hides, and I don't really know how to deal with that. Like you try to scramble, like when you think about in your own mind, you try to chase after it. Is it hiding somewhere in the corners of your mind somewhere? And yet, how does that even work? Because you're conscious, so you're still there, but it's like the inner you is trying to not be there. It's very strange, and I don't know how to explain it. Other than that, I really don't know what to talk about that's particularly interesting. I've been trying to I've been trying to get into a bit different things. I can't talk. I try to make alchemical potions, sometimes magical, sometimes not. It's been very difficult to get supplies. It's just been frustrating. And so I've tried to break into other markets. What I've been trying to do since then is pretty much sell anything I can get my hands on, junk, things that people may or may not have had on their person that I might have potentially tried to steal. You know, pretty much anything. But you know, yeah, it's not going well, and I've been having to run around a lot more and try to just survive. Really, I need food. I'm starving. Just
Pendergast
how about
needs
that?
food
Interesting.
badly.
I'm starving. Yes, I'm starving to death. I may only make it several more days. There. How about that for an interesting ending?
Only they know by now that you signed a contract that will keep you coming back. So, yeah, you'll starve to death, but then you'll be back after 2 minutes so you can do it all over again. Boy, did you not read the fine print.
Yeah, and then the hunger pains start again, and I have to try and, like, con someone out of a few sickness so that I can get some bread or some cheese or fish, anything. But you know how hard it is to try and, like, get someone to, like, buy whatever you're selling, whatever it is that you have, or just there is no pity involved. That no one is just like, oh, it's a beggar. It usually just winds up with a fist to your face or a sword, and that if they stab you in the stomach, it actually makes the hunger pain less. But then you have to deal with other pain. So
in any case, this is
I've
part of the
rambled
reason
on
why
too
we
long.
all absolutely hate beggars.
bakers?
Beggars.
Oh, beggars. I thought you said bakers. I was like, but I want bread. Bakers make bread. I'd like to meet one. But anyway, I'm thinking about my stomach now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Someone help me. I'm struggling. I could feel myself drowning slowly.
Do you need a slime up your ass? Does that make you more comfortable?
No, that's
That's not going to help the
uncomfortable.
starving.
No, it's not. Well, no. Well, it'll starve at this point. There's nothing inside me except hollow emptiness. So,
Ever wanted to lose a few pounds, be a skinny queen? Get a slime up shove your ass.
yeah, that might be a market. That might be a way to market it.
Yeah.
Well, look, hold on, Pendergast. Help is on the way. Memes Destruction just threw 5 seconds of their efforts here with the following message: to pick your Pendergast some celery for sustenance. Oh, yes, that's hilarious. Look, I'm going to make sure he gets celery soonest. All the celery he can eat, because it's going to be hilarious watching him starve regardless.
Well, it's better than nothing.
I'm going to throw another
celery
5
is-
seconds, just get him even more celery.
Can you guys describe me what the taste of celery is like again? It's been so long.
Why, it's delicious, Alastaria. Boy, you're missing out. It is just the best thing ever. It's why the very quintessence of plant goodness.
What does that taste like, though? I need
No, he's-
adjectives.
He's lying to you. Celery is sadness, misery, sorrow. That's generally what it tastes like. It's crunchy, but it doesn't make up for the sadness of the sorrow.
That
It really
makes
doesn't.
that literally sounds kind of like the really depressed people I catch every once in a while. Sometimes somebody like is on top of a really tall hill or a building, and they just attempting to end it all, and I'm just like, hey, let me help you out with that. And then it just kind of like, I don't know, man. Something about their blood really just kind of depresses me after. Not because I killed somebody.
No,
but
they
because,
probably ate celery right before you got to them.
Oh man, celery make you like clinically depressed nowadays?
Yes, it does.
Dang. I guess I'm not missing out on much.
I get the impression that celery can whittle away one's will to live.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to not whittle away your will to live, try carrots. Carrots might work. I've heard they're all right. Probably should have had carrots. They might have helped with the eyesight. I've heard they're good for eyesight.
Oh, apparently there might be some stream has been missed. I'm going to verify that.
Oops.
What is this confusion about messages from another world? Is this what you're talking about?
People are giving us money through this mechanism called Streamlabs, and we're being fucking idiots about it.
Yes, that was the Dark Overlord Magog basically compelling me to double check this, but according to the record here, GAN 10 Aspire to Aspire, thank you for helping make that a thing. I think it's a fantastic turn of events that deserves a lot of growth. Watslot donated 5, so it looks time's messed with, got that one. Scruffing Knight donated 10, Vile Slime, Sonic Search Constellation, and they do. If there's anything after that, it hasn't popped up at all. I'll try tweaking things. No, there's nothing there.
So, there aren't more messages from another world that you know of?
Well, they're constant messages from another world. The entire reason we're running this whole grift to get them is to just narrow it down to things that might be important for us to actually hear. But I'm pretty sure I've read everything that's been delivered in that fashion.
This is, like, I know that I know that I'm strange. I know I'm weird, and there may or may not be
Pendergast,
other
do not
things.
port your hat. You will have no excuse.
It's not.
I don't care how mentally addled you say you are.
I might be.
No excuses.
You're getting messages from another world. You're talking about talking to people from another world as if they're talking to you right now. How is that? And I'm the crazy one, or I'm the one that doesn't know what's going on. It's kind of strange. You'd think that it would be me that would be getting messages from other places.
What is the name of the potion you used before? Is it KY? Is it Astroglide?
No. No. I don't. Potion? For what?
For your hat. While you're getting her set down. Is it a her? It just has a hole on it, so I assume it's a girl hat.
Alistair, stop fantasizing about Pendergast screwing his hat. It's disgusting.
Why do you want to know so much more? Why are you so interested in my hat? It's weird.